Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Ink Table Podcast YouTube channel where we're unboxing number 2 of Azurites Island, Archazia's Island. Daggone it, I keep doing that. Okay, now it's just a running gag. I'm just going to keep doing it for the heck of it. I don't know why. I'm even looking right at it, and that's what I say. So, I don't know. Anyway, once again, I don't know what I'm opening. I'm just opening up packages because I want to. All right, so we're just going to get right into it. So, because everybody's here for just the unboxings. So Stabbington Brother, Tiana, Moana, Hero, Canine Crunchies, Kakamora, Maurice's Machine, Fix It Flex, Thomas O'Malley. We saved the other one, but we got another one anyway with Aladdin. Another Cinderella. And an enchanted, all is found.
No way.
Yeah.
That was the first pack.
First pack, yeah.
So in the last episode, or the last unboxing, the first pack, we got the legendary Tamatoa.
Yep, and now we got a legendary, all is found. And
why are we opening the rest of the box?
I don't know. Well, it's done. Maybe we'll get one of those 2 enchanted boxes.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, so that was funny. I wasn't even expecting. I was just, oh, wait, it's an enchanted.
I saw it, I thought it was the lore card behind it. No way.
Yeah, that's crazy. But when you play this character, you may put an item card named the Glass Slipper from your discard on the bottom of your deck and gain 3 lore. So maybe one to run in the song deck too. Yeah, that was funny.
But that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's nice looking. The enchantments this time are really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the art style they went for, I know I talked a lot of crap about the Enchanted's last set, that it couldn't make up their minds, but these are so cohesive. Yeah. Of the geometrical shapes and then the old school art style from like storybooks and stuff. It just looks so good.
Yeah, that queen
really
one.
Good pool.
Yeah, that queen one. Ooh, I think that one's the prettiest one of all of them. I mean, I'll take any enchanted, but the queen, I thought the queen was really good. So, all right. Grandmother, Panic, Mattis, Oil, Candlehead, Miss Blanca, Marie, Fidget again, Duchess, Wreck-It Ralph, Family Madrigal, and a foil Taka. A foil Taka sharp. Mm-hmm. I really like the foils this time. We'll also have to set that enchanted way far off because I forgot to bring card sleeves. Everybody on the video is gonna be going, sleeve right up, put it in a hard sleeve. I don't have any right here. I don't have time to run upstairs. It'll be fine. Everybody, calm down. Freckles, hey. Emerald Coil, Daisy Duck again. We've got company. Ooh, a foil Gantu. Ooh, foil Gantu. We'll take a foil Gantu. Should have plenty of lore cards this time. Cheshire Cat, Bolt, Queen of Hearts, Lucky, Baymax, TikTok, Lashang, Amethyst Coil, Thunderbolt again. That's cool. Kenai.
Love that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the one you really.
Yeah, so he's got Challenger +2, and then during your turn, when he's banished in a challenge, not only does he return to your hand just so you can replay him, but you gain 1 lore.
Yeah. Challenger 2 and gain 1 lore, and then the matching gone 2, and then a Beagle Boy.
I'm excited for Beagle Boys.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Try to make my Ruby Sapphire villain support work.
Yeah. All right. Spaghetti dinner. Grandmother again. Kind of a lot of grandmothers in Mathis, I've noticed. Panic. Training staff. Amber Coil. Steel Coil. Oh, I was hoping it was another coil. Troubadour. There's that Elsa and a Scrooge. Ah, yes, a Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, that is a big coil.
First legendary from this box. 2.
You may exert 4 items of yours to play this character for free. And the other text is, when you play this character, you can look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal an item card and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Yeah, that's a pricey card too. Oh, I thought there was a roller mark on that. I thought I caught it out the corner of my eye. I didn't. It was just the card. All right. Yzma. Calhoun. Stabbington. Yana. Moana. Bolt. Gizmoduck. Magical Maneuvers. Peg. King of Hearts. Bagheera. And a Pascal. This is one that I might also run in Steel Song too. Swap out Pluto for this one, just because during your opponent's turn, when this character is banished, it deals 2 damage to each opposing character. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we just talked about it on the podcast too.
Yeah.
So it's everybody back in the day during Rise of the Floodborn was running the 5-cost song action, grab your swords, and this essentially is a Bagheera. It's a character, so you're going to have a body on the field, but he has a built-in swords whenever he is banished. Is it just banished or banished in a challenge?
It says when it is banished. When this character is banished.
Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily have to be in a challenge. Even if they'd use some kind of removal against him, you still get to pop off that grab your swords. And grab your swords is 5-cost uninkable, where this is a 5-cost inkable, but they're forced to attack where it's a bodyguard.
Yep. And I was still one of those ones that still ran a couple grab your swords in my Steel Song.
Yeah. And he's an ally, so he'd work great in the Sapphire Steel ally deck.
Yep. I know a lot of people looked at me like I was crazy, but I did like running grab your swords. It came in handy a lot. Robin Hood, Pacha, So Much to Give, Baymax, Ruby Coil, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Mad Hatter, yep, back to back. And Lyle Tiberius Kirk. No, we call him Kirk because of Star Trek. That's the only reason why I call him that. And then a foil Merlin. That's nice.
That's really nice.
Somebody's going to be jealous of that card. We won't say who. Somebody will watch the video and then go, hey, I would like that card. Stabbington, Treasure Guardian, Monsieur, Wake Up Alice, Trusty, The Doctor, Sven, Sir Kay, Yokai, Maurice, Dawson. Haven't seen Dawson. And then another full. Yeah, it's the first Dawson I pulled.
He's a good. He's a nice little search card, 1-drop.
Yeah.
Every time you put a card into your inkwell, you get to look at the top card of your deck and either leave it on top or leave it on the bottom. So you can just cycle through and hit what you need to hit early.
Yep, that's pretty good for a 1-drop. Sorry, trying not to cough into the microphone. But
this foil has got lines right. Vertical through the middle.
Huh? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, I can see them right there. Yep, one right there. Huh? That's wild. That's the second one that we definitely have been noticed. How many of them have we not noticed? Holt, Out of Order, Bucky, Penny, Kakamura, Maurice, Ruby Coil, Tweedledee, another Ink Geyser, and a Madrigal, and a Water Has Memory.
I think it's the first one of the Mirabelle you pulled.
Yeah, I haven't pulled a Mirabelle yet. Shift 4. Whenever this character quests, you may return a song card with a cost of 3 or less from your discard to your hand. So that's pretty good. I think it's just a rare there, and then the super rare. I'll set it off. Set it off there. So yeah, that's not bad. I'm going to start a second pile there. I need one of those big sorters. I've seen Treasure Guardian, Monsieur, Razzle, Mufasa, Giant Cobra, Snow White, Raya, that's the first one of those. Super rare Mulan, and he's a tramp foil. He's a tramp. Such a tramp. I was hoping for more Lady and the Tramp stuff. Really not. I mean, you could do a theme, but it's only going to have Lady and Tramp. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's some of the secondary cards.
Same with Aristocats. I mean, we didn't get as many, but it definitely just leaves room for future sets to add more characters from those franchises.
Milan, Helga, Pascal, the Prince. There's the Jasmine. Wow, finally. Super rare Hero, and we've got Company. But yeah, there's the extended art. I like how you can just put it right up against the...
Yeah.
It's the things that people do with the art cards. I don't know if you've probably seen a lot of them where they do all the fancy stuff around it or make them 3D. I'm really not surprised that somebody hasn't tried to make just a card with some of the extended art stuff. But I do like the extended art. It's always a cool thing. Do they work together?
They do. I was checking to see if the artists were the same.
Oh.
It's something I'm gonna start paying attention to see if the extended arts all have the same artist, which I'm sure they might. But it'd be really cool if we see artists collaborate on an extended art.
Yeah, it would be. Anna, Coda. There's Merlin again. And there's King Candy.
Love that King Candy during
Stabbington Brother.
He was fantastic.
Yeah, that was your big card during.
So in a set or a sealed event where we only get to use cards from Archazia's Island, there's not a lot of removal. One of the big ones being the Out of Order is a 7-cost inkable action. This one was pretty much it gets around ward. It makes your opponent choose one of their characters and banish them if one of your racer characters, and all the Calhouns in this set are racers. You have all the Candleheads and whoever else from this set. And if you can just trade them and use them like pawns whenever they're banished, your opponent now has to choose one of their characters and banish it. It'll be really cool in racer themed decks. The coloring there of Amber Ruby. It's already set up for those kind of decks with the Speedway and everything else. Yeah.
Let's see, that's another one from, it took a set or two to get the cards to make a quote unquote racer deck really work, theme deck. Toby, Dolores, there's the bell again. Pete, King, Miss Bianca, Sapphire Coil, Emerald Coil, Tuk Tuk, that's the first Tuk Tuk we've seen, with Bodyguard and Resist 2.
It's a 0-1.
It's a 0-1. Mittens.
You want to talk about bodyguards?
Yeah, this is a bodyguard too. Once during your turn, whenever this card is put into your inkwell, your other characters, let me try this again. During your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, your other characters with bodyguard get +1 lore this turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she's a 4/5, so that's pretty cool. And a foil.
Yeah, I ran that bodyguard deck before. It was kind of doing the same thing with a Little John card that gives all your bodyguard characters resist +1 and 1 lore, I believe, whenever he is exerted. So Mittens in combination with that.
Cool. All right, Cogsworth, Elsa, Water, he's a tramp. Roger, training staff. Jebediah, Medusa, Stasia, the second glass slipper. Whoop. Chernabog.
And the mole.
And the mole. And the mole. All right, right off the bat, I see a lady. Susie. Card Soldier, Baymax, Peppa, Sapphire Cole, Beagle Boy, Mr. Speed, Rhino, Madam Mim. I think that's the first time I've pulled Madam Mim. And a King of Hearts. Rare.
And that is one of the few and far between Madam Mims that you can play without having to return a character back to your hand.
Yeah. All right, Pacha. So Much to Give, Toby, Dolores, Belle, Hey Hey, Penny, Archimedes, there we go, Donald Duck. I wonder if that was an extended art with the other duck. And there's the Queen, and a Yzma. Man, that Queen is, I like that Queen a lot. A foil version of that would be really sharp.
It's a really, really powerful card.
Yeah.
Again, talking about extra ways or different ways that you can gain lore in those Amethyst decks. This one you can exert to return 3 chosen cards. It doesn't have to be characters. It can be any cards from your opponent's discard to their deck. Is it deck or hand?
Yeah, deck.
Okay.
Bottom of their deck
To the
gain
bottom
3
of their
lore.
deck. So, but you can only use this if they at least have 3 cards. If they only have 2 cards there, or you choose to only return 2, like you cannot use this effect. You have to return 3. And if one of them happens to be a princess character,
You gain 4 lore. So, yep, that's pretty cool. That is a pretty good card. Somebody using it against a Princess Steel deck. That would be me. Wake Up, Trusty, Cogsworth, Elsa, Water, Jafar, Mufasa, Kashkim, Wendy Darling. There's Basil again. There's Mushu.
first one you pulled a bit.
Yep, and Thomas O'Malley.
Mushu's dangerous.
Yeah, Mushu is dangerous. Whenever
Very aggressive. Very aggressive. Ruby Steel decks are going to want to play this. It's going to give all of your characters, whenever they challenge, they gain resist 2, which is pretty heavy resist. You combine that with cards like Calhoun, who already have resist, it's going to stack. And then every character that you have when they challenge gains that secondary effect that we see the big Floodborn Robin Hood have and Calhoun have, that whenever they banish a character in a challenge, you gain 2 lore.
Yep.
So you combine that with something like Shere Khan, who's a 3 cost, who every time you challenge somebody, you gain a lore anyways. Or Goofy, Super Goof, that whenever he challenges, you gain 2. You're just going to be able to stack and gain lore just from challenging and controlling the board.
Yep. Yeah, that's a lot. There's a lot of text on that.
Yeah.
On that card too. There's a lot going on. But yeah, Mushu, that's a popular card too.
For people who like to challenge, it's going to be a good one.
I know somebody that likes to challenge. Freckles, Resla, Bolt, Out of Order, Bucky, the Doctor, Peg, Helga, Anna, Clarabelle, that's first Clarabelle, the Queen of Hearts, Shift 3, and a Treasure Garden foil.
Like that one.
Yeah. This one during Sealed, I ended up being a pain in the butt for, well, my opponent and me, because I ended up playing this, and whenever another character is played, put damage counters on them. So at one point I quit playing characters and just used it and Spaghetti Dinner while they were trying to play characters and just kept damaging them. But I concurred with them that she was a pain. The Matchmaker. Taka, Pepper, Yzma, Calhoun, Razul, Restoring the Heart, Moana. There's the Perla. I don't think that's an extended art one. I thought it was, but there's the Belle, there's the Jafar super rare, and then a foil super rare King Candies. There's
3 super
three super rares in a row. All right, sure, why not?
box.
Yeah, I know. Wow. Sure, I'll take that. Take that all day. Goodness, God, this box just keeps on giving. All right. Unconventional tool. Honey lemon. Got the back-to-back honeys there. Spaghetti dinner. TikTok. Lady Cluck again.
Some can argue that's a honey too.
I'm just going to go on. Cusco. Lucky. There's super rare lady and a trusty. Oh, Miss Lady.
You got both of them in the same box.
Yeah.
Same package and stuff.
I always liked him and Lady. Oh, back in my days.
That's just Max.
Yeah, it is. It is my dog Max. You're right. He is pretty much it. You're not wrong. Pete. So much to give. Edgar. This is my family. AMX charging station. Mulan. Restoring the heart. Moana. Another pearl. Another fog. Isabel Madrigal, which we talked about her last time, and a foil Iago.
It's a good foil too.
That is a good foil. A lot of good foils in this one. Yeah, I do like the foils. I don't seek out to collect the foils, but when I do get the foils, I like to have some of them in foil. All right. Baymax, Peppa, unconventional. Honey again. And honey again. Bolt. Thunderbolt. Wow, getting all these back to back. Hey, hey. Oh, I was hoping it was the other hey, hey, too. Diablo, Kronk,
Yzma.
super rare Yzma, and a Jafar foil.
But then you got 3 different
Uh-huh.
dual ink amethyst emerald cards back to back. 2 of which was Kronk and Yzma.
Yeah. Go figure. Weird. Very weird. Oh. All right. Clear this box out of the way. Since we're down to the last 2. All right. Oop. Knock him off the table there. Pete, the King, Edgar, This Is My Family, Freckles, Jafar, Steel Coil, another Diablo, an Amber Coil, a Calhoun, Akita. That's the first time I got Akita. Oh, and of course we had to get a foil Kakamora. Ward. Look at the 2 top cards of your deck. Put them into your inkwell face down. That's not bad for a 4/3/3.
Last pack.
Yep, last pack. I would say Magic, but we already got the Enchanted in the first pack. I think it was or first or second pack.
Yeah, so box has been pretty magical.
Yeah. All right. He's a Tramp. Roger, Matchmaker, Taka, Pepper again. Wow, I think I got a whole playset of peppers just in this box. Orville, Double Trouble, Mother Gothel, Coda, Restoring the Crown, a Goofy, and a foil Matchmaker. As I shake the camera there by accident. So this time around we got 3 legendaries. And of course we got the Enchanted. All is found. Yeah, that is very nice. And then how many supers did we get? 12. 13, 14 with the foils. 2 foils. So looks like we're on track again.
14 super rares, 2 of which were foils.
Yep.
3 legendaries, and an enchanted.
Yep.
A very good enchanted.
Yeah, a very good Enchanted too. So, yep, I cannot complain.
Pretty good pack.
Yep.
Or box.
Pretty good box. So, all right. Well, that was box 2. So we'll move on to box 3 in the next video. That will be up in a week after you watch this one. But once again, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoy the card pulls, and we'll catch you on the next one.